George moves back up. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Andre Drummond.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
That shot wide open. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Now here's Drummond. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Well, I think for the Warriors, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And let's circle back now to that first half. The Sixers find themselves in a tense one.
Well, then I said.
Thanks for joining us. Now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Walker out there with Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. The 76ers trail by 6. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Podziemski. Kuminga finds Podziemski. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia shooting 43% from the floor. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside, Maxey. Walker with the screen for Maxey. Shoots over Podziemski. Maxey, no good. Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Green. Now Butler. Green with a screen on George. Pocket 6. Here's Butler. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
You know, Butler's really developed that jump shot over time. Just an incredibly lethal shooter.
Embiid sets the pick for George. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, where all the good girls that made bad choices?
Lunch and Big Sur, magnesium wheels on the Porsche. Made a cup of extra, sold a half a bird with the moisture. Tryna dodge in them 4 tours. But Metro time with my Bendelore. I bought the ASC McLaren, rockin' all velour. Buck your head cocked to the side, I'm a connoisseur. How you broke his but outside chasing? I ain't got no label on the fish, but it's all Dior. This the flow they been waiting on. I got an 80 on. Why you kissing to that you be hating on? Got certain accounts just for money growth, and I don't even gotta do but just make more. Real go make sure it's fam good. Real never quit, even when it's slow. Oh, you thought them was some canned goods, bust them open, then we right back on the road. Sweatpants, count $250,000 on the floor.
You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What all the good girls that make bad choices? What all the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah, what all the good girls that made bad choices?
Life. can be beautiful.
Good times, there's gonna be good times, good times. I know there's gonna be
work every day till we meet ends. Have to turn it up on weekends. Boss a toast to your real friend. Tell me why you're drinking, yeah.
I know there's gonna be
He running up all the money.
Good times, it's gonna be some good times. Man, we used to pull up and let them fight at that hood time. Remember I used to when it was about that it that little walk up tripping, she get that much time. I don't waste time. I don't have patience, baby. Didn't go fast, she speed racing. We go ball walks up here time. See my boss like a grandson. Come here, baby, I'm molested. I let her write me my suggestions. Hey, pop quiz, it's a pop quiz. All my money coming clean, you can't pop this. She got that locked up like Lost Mill. Come to my lights like a reindeer. Me and Poppy on the same. My diamonds could never stand still. Where you going, can't come here. I'll always take you back for your.
Come over, good time, what's a bad one? You say you want, give me some long time. Make me with this thing up.
Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Now here's SGA, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Stephen Curry.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness just a problem for defenders.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and it was verging on disrespect, if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
There's the triple, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein in the post. He's against Horford. Holmgren, left side, outside, Williams. It's stolen by Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Curry, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Pass to Butler, and stolen by Williams. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Dort for 3. Hauled in by Curry.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
What you love about Jimmy Butler, this guy just competes. You want to concede the 3? Okay, I'll take it. This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Now here's Curry. 35 points his last game. Pass to Kuminga. And there's the drive. Shot clock at 5. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
And here's SGA outside. The shot comes out. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad. Outside, SGA. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Kuminga against Williams. Back to Kuminga. Now here's Horford, guarded closely. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Thunder trail by 4. Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
But this is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Butler with the ball. Holmgren's there. Butler, good.
Jimmy Butler playing with aggression right now. Boy, if he touches the paint, he is thinking score.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. Oklahoma City, number 1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. With authority, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist by Williams.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's SGA. It's rebounded by Golden State. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
That doesn't go either for SGA.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Horford passes to Green. Butler taking his time here. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Misses the jumper from the wing.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 9. And we've got more. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Taking a look at the Thunder. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Lets a 3 fly. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Curry. Nice move. Curry creates inside.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point. But it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter. But, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
No luck on that one. Thunder trail by 7. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Dort for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. With the crossover, pass to Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Always interesting to see when the backcourt of a team gets involved in the rebounding game. Here's a breakdown tonight for Oklahoma City.
And the effort the big men have made on the glass has been terrific. This allows their guards the ability to get out and run and try to burn the opposition in transition.
The 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Butler is there for the flush.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler has found his groove, and he isn't letting the defense impact him in any way.
Outside, Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Green.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on SGA. Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 10.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Good work, Steph. We like watching.
Williams misses. The Warriors lead by 10. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Williams. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
From the arc. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against. You can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Stephen Curry. SGA, good.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Williams grabs the board.
How does such an elite finisher not throw that down? I'm confused.
Drops in the 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Butler. Here's Jackson Davis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
SGA surveying the D. There's the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder looks like. On Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. they'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way. And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Wiggins outside. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. He's watched by Kuminga. Dort for three. The offensive rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And here's Kuminga for three. Outside for Green. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
A tightly contested game for the Knicks up against the Miami Heat. A 2-point game in the third quarter.
We've been watching.
And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the Thunder.
They need to go to their locker room and watch film of shooting. The best shooters in the world. Like me. Now.
And that is going to do it for...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The combo up front is Draymond in post. Brandon Podziemski out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. The Warriors lead by 12. Jack's up with three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Puts up a three, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. The shot by Butler, no good.
Boy, that is tough defense. Exactly how you want to play him.
Look at Chet using his size inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Green with a screen on Williams. Shot from 16. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's SGA. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, there's so much you can come to depend on with Draymond Green. Certainly skill in terms of his passing and rebounding and defense, but how about the emotion and leadership as well, guys?
Fields checked in for Podziemski. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its usage.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Horford, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Hield. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Thunder trail by 14. Dort for 3. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 13 now.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch and shoot.
Coming up next, the Warriors taking on the Knicks. For the Golden State Warriors, they're hungry for a big win to start this season off right. The more emphatic, the better, as they set the tone for the year ahead. Knicks, Warriors. We'll be right back on 2K Sports. So the New York starting five. We've got Anunoby. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the 4. Now, here's Kuminga. He slams it down right on top of Karl-Anthony Towns.
And how about the rim rattler from Kuminga, really showing off the bounce there.
Here's Towns. Here's Hart. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Off the inbound. And Towns with the lay-in good. Clark, there's so much excitement for these teams and for their fan bases on day one of the season.
That's typical for all fan bases on the opening day of the season. I mean, the whole season is in front of you. Optimism runs high for just about everybody.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Got to be impressed with Anunoby's self-starting. I mean, he knows exactly when to drive and draw the foul, too.
Curry looking it over. Bridges with the steal. It's stolen by Green. Curry passes to Green. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Brunson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. It's Curry outside. The Knicks pull it in. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And he lays it straight in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
With it. Now Green defending. Towns wide open. No good on the triple. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Guerschon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
Putting them in a good position. All right, Johns, we appreciate the report. Hart the pass to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Curry with it. Brunson picks him up. Again, Golden State.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And yes, it's good.
You know, no surprise that Towns is very effective from mid-range. With his size and shooting touch, it's expected.
Horford with the screen on Brunson. Curry passes to Horford and finished off by Horford.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And the dunk by Horford.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Brunson against Curry. High post shot. Count that one.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Warriors have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Green. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Towns. Draymond Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Stolen by Brunson. Towns kicks to Bridges. And Towns throws it down.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Horford with the screen on Brunson. Stolen by Brunson. Outside, Towns. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 7 points in the game.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Curry against Brunson. And it's in there.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And there's another turnover by the Warriors. He got it up. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors ahead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Butler. And it's the Warriors on the break. Nice move. And Horford lays it up and in. Horford's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
Here's Anunoby. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Kevin, back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Towns in the corner. Here's the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. To the paint. Here's Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
Excellent job getting that strong position inside. Butler doing work. Really nice.
Here's Bridges. Here he goes. And it's slammed in by Bridges. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Here's Towns. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting with the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Hart finds Towns. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And I'm trying to think of how many 7-footers I know with that level floater in their arsenal. It's a short roll call list, folks.
Curry can't get it to go. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. Hart outside, out to Bridges. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Bridges passes to Towns. No good on the 3. Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Kuminga gets it to go.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Towns, he's open. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Podziemski, he's checked in for Curry. And New York with a change here, too. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
You know, with his first step, Brunson is really hard to contain in the 2-man game.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. Shoots from the high post. And Green with the basket on the assist by Butler. Green's got his second bucket.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Anunoby right side. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
That's one of the things that makes Anunoby so valuable offensively. I mean, he's always a threat, even if he doesn't have the ball.
Here's Butler. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Butler against Anunoby. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Green kicks to Kuminga. Back to Green. He could go, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The previous play is under review.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
So that'll be it for the first half. Hey, Ellie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing, and this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back.
And switching gears to the game at hand, Jalen Brunson in the first half. He was on one. Well, thanks for spending halftime with us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. OG Anunoby is out there with Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. Towns with the bucket. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
Hart kicks to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Offline with his three. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
And this is why many are excited about Kuminga's upside. JK has the potential to be a consistently dominant scorer.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he's that open.
And the dunk by Towns.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. The Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Curry with him. Brunson picks him up. Cutler loves the three-point look.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Warriors.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fires from 18. Butler, no good.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Hart, the pass to Brunson. Towns for 3. New York, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Knicks trail by 6. Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
And the Knicks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. With a screen on Curry. Towns for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Quinton Post is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Hield comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Three-pointer Hield hits the three-point bomb.
D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
McBride's shot is off, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. On the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside, Towns. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
And when he puts his head down, attacks, Kuminga is as dangerous as anybody.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Kuminga against Hart. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. In the corner, it's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Beyond the arc. Tips it up, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 22.
Exactly what they needed from Towns. Using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
Jackson Davis finds Hield. Now Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Over McBride. Shot by Podziemski, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Down by 12. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that.
Jonathan Kuminga has been on display for the Warriors.
Getting there. The ball's moving. Looks more.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Podziemski. Quinton Post is out there with Horford. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Butler, a team-first guy willing to dish that rock all the time.
Pass to Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Towns has got 24 points. Here's Kuminga. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Kolek, defended by Kuminga. Back to Towns, jacks up a 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Bridges. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. There's Kuminga. And that one is good. Kuminga's got 13 points in the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Kuminga kicks to Horford. Podziemski on the wing. No good, shot missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hart, wide open, he fires. New York, no good that time either. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Butler missing. Knicks trail by 13. Pass to Hart. Here's Kolek. It's free.
Takes my eye, I lift my head, blinded by the sky. Feel my way in front, following the sound. It moves away so fast, I fall down to the ground. I know there's more to come. Jump back to my feet. Now I only see ahead of me, chasing down the street.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. The start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Johnson, the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Takes a 13-footer, and there's Jokic on the assist by Murray.
The touch Jokic possesses. He can sink shots from anywhere, especially the mid-range.
Here's Curry. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And it's Jokic missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The kick out, Curry. From deep. from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got 5.
And when it comes to Curry's range, I don't know what else we can say at this point.
Oh, another miss by Jokic.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Over Murray. No good there with a step-back J.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Curry. Give him 8. And he makes it.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Murray. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Look, we've come to expect this from Murray. He has a knack for hitting tough shots.
The 3 from Curry. Brown grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Curry is good for 3. 13 points in the game.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. 5th on the list, the Nuggets.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
And again, it's Denver missing. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Murray. Outside Brown. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Grant, I think it's safe to say Cam Johnson has really hit his stride lately.
Absolutely, B.A. He's seizing the opportunities he's been given, taking and making more shots, dropping more dimes. He's reaching another level of his game.
And there's a call on Christian Brown. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Green against Gordon. The 3 from Curry. Brown grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 5. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Denver moving it around. Here's Jokic. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
Butler with the ball. Checked by Gordon. Curry against Murray. Out to Kuminga. 3-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Murray passes to Jokic. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
And 1:01 left in the first. Here's Johnson. And down it goes. 2 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by 4. This one for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nuggets trail by 7. Jokic in the post. Horford covering. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
And a deep three from Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Gordon finds Murray. And here's Gordon. Back to Brown. Murray for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the... They're up 7. And we'll get the second.